This is the True Believers Bible Study with Ray McCollum. Let's figure things out.
We're doing a series of studies on God's ultimate purpose. God is a God of purpose, and everything He makes has a purpose. And if you don't know His purpose, if you don't know the purpose of something, you'll abuse it. And so it is with the Christian life. If we don't know God's ultimate purpose, we'll fall short of His ultimate purpose. And as I compared it to an overseas flight, where you begin in your home city and you go through a major airport like LA or New York, and then you're routed through another airport at times to get to your final destination. If you stop along the way at any point and think you've arrived, you're never going to reach the ultimate goal. And too many of God's people don't know His ultimate purpose, which Paul says in Romans 8 is to conform us to the image of His Son. And that's why all things work together for good for those who are called to this purpose. So if I understand God's ultimate purpose, then I can interpret life, the stops along the way. Do you follow me? In other words, if I know where God is ultimately taking me, everything that happens to me is God working in my life with this great purpose to conform me to the character of Christ, to His image, to the icon, so to speak, of Christ, the master blueprint, the pattern son, the one that God is so pleased with. He wants him to be the firstborn among many brethren. Now, if you know that, it gives you a whole new way to look at your life. I mean, how can you set your goals or plan if you don't know where God wants to take you? And there are no direct flights, by the way. You don't go immediately from salvation to God's ultimate purpose. There is a process. The old Puritans talked about justification, sanctification, and glorification. It all begins with justification, when God saves us, but that's not His ultimate purpose. His ultimate purpose is to glorify us in the place where we are made into the image of Christ. We're not Christ, we're not God, but He conforms us to His image. And that is critical to know, because then as you make the journey, you can interpret life, that all things are working together for good. Even things that we don't call good, God is using. What if you're in a bad work environment? Okay, and you're just in a horrible work environment. People that hate God may even hate you. But so what are you trying to do? Get out of there? Well, obviously, if you can find a better job, yes. But what if God is using that to work more of Christ into you? What if He's using that bad work environment to challenge you to be a light in a dark place? What if He's also showing you how awful it is to live without Him in your life? There's something to be learned at every step of your journey with Jesus, if you know God is using all of it to make you more like Jesus. What if you're being persecuted? It's the same principle. The way to understand what's going on in your life is not always easy to discern. We've all had things happen to us that are not good things. I mean, obviously, I'm not a preacher who has ever taught God's people that the Christian life is easy. As a matter of fact, if you think the Christian life is easy, it's doubtful you're a Christian. I mean, the truth is it's a journey and it's difficult. You can go back and look through every Bible character. Had trials, troubles, tribulations, persecutions. But in all of it, according to the New Testament here in Romans 8, God is working all things together for his purpose, which is to conform us to the image of Christ. Oh, that God would grant us the grace to understand his ultimate purpose and to embrace every step along the way, every stop, every blockade, every roadblock, every delay as something that God can use to make us more like Jesus. It's a great way to live, beloved. It's the only way to live. We'll have more next time. God bless you.
True Believers Bible Study is made possible by people just like you. To make a donation, please visit truebelieversbiblestudy.com.